Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's Pamela here. Just wanted to get on here and say happy Monday. Anyone who's worked for me before or been in my group room or had an individual session or maybe even been here on Facebook with me knows that Monday is my absolute favorite day of the week. Why is that? I don't know. Probably because it just is a new beginning, energized with new positive energy. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here with me. And hopefully you all are faring well with our social distancing and some of us who are locked down and not able to go to work and do, what we enjoy doing. So today's topic, I've been thinking a lot. I took a little bit of time off this weekend, last Thursday and Friday. Sorry I didn't show up for you all. I was in a training that was just blew my mind. So I just needed to rest my brain a little bit and wrap my head around, where am I at, where am I going, and how can I be of most use. So hey everybody, thanks for joining me. So I got up this morning, I was like, what are my top 3 motivators, right? And the first one that came to mind is kind of silly, and that's trimming the waistline, right? So when you're able to see the curves in the waistline, I'm not going to talk about that, but that's what came up. So the next one that came for me was being able to be compensated well for a job well done. And that's really important to us, to me, to most of us. We like to be treated fairly. We like to be compensated fairly. And hopefully with this next motivator that I'm going to talk about, we'll be able to touch both at the same time. So the third and most important topic of the day is one of the things that impact the most, feeling like I'm impactful to my group, to my patients, in my individual sessions and in my family sessions. And it's really important to me to be able to be an impact. And what I found is that, let's face it, for those of us in the substance abuse and mental health treatment world, it's like going to battle. We're not always received the most graciously, accepted right away into the group room, into the individual session, into the family session. So I want to start talking about how can I be helpful and useful to you as we start putting together the plan to be able to really go into the group room, go into the individual session, go into the family session as competent, confident, prepared therapists. And let's face it, we did a lot of schooling, we wrote a lot of papers, we read a lot of books, and then at the very, very end, we got a little bit of practice. If you had any, experience like I did, and then we were sent into these centers, and our supervisor often was overwhelmed with their own supervisory tasks, and we were, at least for me, here you go do it, right? So I want to take a couple of steps back, and I know that for me, one of the best things that I love to do as an owner of a treatment facility is work with my clinical team. And, let's face it, sometimes I'm even too busy. But one of the things that I really love to do is bring my therapists together, have their ideas come up, have an agenda, have a plan, be able to teach them some of the things that I've been successful at doing, and also hear from them about some of the things that they're successful doing. But, what I want to talk about is, going into the battle, and before we even enter the group room, a lot of times the patients, they don't necessarily want to let go of the only thing that they feel has been working for them. Now, there might be, 1 or 2 in the room, oh, please help me. But sometimes, you're walking into a group room with, 6, 7, 15, sometimes 30 people, and you're on stage. And it can be intimidating, it can be overwhelming, and so what I'm doing is I'm going to put together a coaching program where I can help therapists to overcome some of those anxieties that come along with being intimidated from walking into a group full of people when maybe not everybody is in there for the same reasons. And how do we do that and come out feeling like I nailed it, right? I did a good job today. I want you to go in. I want you to do a good job. I want you to be strengthened and empowered as a therapist, walking into the group room, feeling like you're equipped, feeling like you have something to offer your patients, and when the group is done, feeling like at least one, if not more, people were impacted by your presence there and what you had to offer there. So we want to move away all of those barriers that therapists may be experiencing. Maybe you're a young therapist that's just going into the group room. Maybe you're a therapist that's been doing it, but you want to, increase your skills, increase your style, and try a few things out. Maybe you're a therapist that's been doing it for a while and you just want some new ideas. So I just want you to know I'm here. I love, love, love what I do. I am going to create a nation of therapists so that we can go in and we can feel good about the work that we're doing, the impact that we're having, whether it's in the group room, in an individual session, or in a group, or in a family session, and that we can walk away at the end of the day saying, I nailed it, I'm proud of myself, I feel good about the day's work that I put in today, and I can't wait until I get to be able to do it tomorrow. So we get to, folks. We put in the work. We did some amazing things, and we're going to continue to do some amazing things. So during this time that we have sitting in front of our computers, sitting in front of our TVs, looking at our pools or at the sunshine, we could actually be taking some time and doing some extra self-development, so that way when we do walk back into the group room, we are prepared, we are confident, we are ready to once again fight this battle of addiction and mental health. It's not going away. So we want to take this that we have. I want to give you some of the time that I have. So please, if you're interested in joining this group of warriors that get up and do it, no matter how we feel, then please click the link. Let's see if it's going to be the right fit for you. And let's get you on board for this amazing program where I get to teach other therapists some of the techniques and the things that I've learned over my 30 years, my 3 decades of experience. So hope to see you all soon. Thank you all that came and, joined me this morning. Please have an amazing day. You're going to be seeing me this week, and can't wait to deliver some extraordinary, impactful information to all of you. Until then, remember, we're all in this together, and recovery wins. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and find 3 things that motivate you today, and at least grab hold of one of them and be inspired and inspire others. Thanks for all your efforts.